So today's topic is gamification in digital marketing. We will discuss about the different aspects of gamification and how this will help you in customer acquisition and the retention part. Now the acquisition means how you can get more and more customers to your website, to your digital properties, and how you can retain them. That means the time on your property, on your website or your mobile app or on Facebook page, how you can uh, accelerate these things through gamification. Now coming to this part in details. So what is gamification? So gamification is basically creating or curating games for the purpose of your customer acquisition and retention. So two parts are important here. One is you need to understand your target audience properly, what should be their kind of interest, and how they will get engaged with your property, with your brand. So accordingly, you need to create something unique, something useful and interesting so that they can stay with it. Now we all know the consumer behavior part. Most of the people, the human psychology is that uh, they kind of respond in kind of emotions that triggered psychologically. That means if there is anything that is controversial, if there is anything that is of fun, if there is anything that is of brain stimulating, people are provoked to react, to respond. So that is why the game, the gamification is very important in digital marketing. And previously, the gamification was not in that way in limelight, but with the use of smartphones and with the use of like youngsters, they are mostly prone to the mobile phone. They're spending time, and the social, actual, the physical social circle is now reduced, and people spending their more and more time with Facebook, with social media, with YouTube videos. So this gamification is taking like it is getting more and more important day by day, and most of the businesses, many of the businesses, big houses, they are trying to implement this gamification into their digital marketing strategy. Now coming to the uh, definition of this gamification again. So let us start with this. So we'll go to the next slide. So what is gamification and how or why it's relevant? Now we know gamification is all about incentive and competitiveness. Now people like incentives, people like rewards, people like appraisals. And what is competitiveness? Competitiveness means if you see that your friend is scoring say 75 or 80, now automatically something would pop up in your mind that I should do better than him or her, and I would show it to the world that okay, I can also do it. So this kind of competitive uh, emotional aspect that the businesses can trigger with their customers in the gamification mode. So that means gamification is all about incentive and competitiveness. Apps or other platforms can tap into consumers natural desires for achievement, status, self-expression, and closure, all while marketing their product and helping the consumer along the way. So that means basically understanding your target customer and their kind of interest. What you can do, you can create some interesting games that can stimulate their emotions through some kind of achievement, showcasing it to their with their friends, or some kind of competitive status so that they can challenge their friends with some scores, and they can get some kind of mental satisfaction. Apart from that, you can also give them some rewards, give them some incentive that would be useful for their uh, purchase or next, like kind of related with their buying pattern, behavioral pattern. So that would help them to stay with your brand, to stay with your digital properties. And this overall, this strategy is called the gamification strategy. So the next task would be, depending on your business, how you can create this kind of games, and what kind of technicalities, what kind of strategy you need to take to create this kind of games. So we will move to the next slide. Now we call it M3 model. The M3 model for gamification, that is called motivation, momentum, meaning model. So whenever you start creating any game for the gamification strategy, you need to take care about these three things: motivation, momentum, and meaning. Now coming to the definition of this 3M one by one. The first aim is the called motivation. So that means your game must have some element that will motivate your customers to play or to participate, and it should be in a balanced approach of extrinsic and intrinsic reward. Now what is extrinsic reward? Extrinsic reward means I will give some kind of incentive or award or reward that they can use outside your brand. For example, suppose, say for 7boats info system or 7boats academy, we are a digital marketing training provider or service provider as well. So suppose we are creating a game for our customers. Now our customers mostly they are business houses or they are students. Now if we take only the academy part, say suppose students they are participating in any game. Now most of our students they are kind of job searcher, or they are professional working somewhere, and they want kind of promotion or new kind of career jump. So what we can do, we can tie up with other agencies, other companies, where uh, they can give some kind of discount or coupons or kind of referral, where our students, our participants in these games, they can get kind of uh, coupons for other services. Suppose, so we have a tie-up with, say, uh, XYZ company for placement. Now what we can do, we can create a game and we can give some kind of incentive that if you score, say suppose 80 marks in this game, and then you will be uh, eligible to get, say, 50% off or 50% discount coupon for participating in the job interview or job program for company XYZ. Or we can give some kind of referral incentive that you can go with this placement agency, or you can go with this career program, where you can get kind of 50% or 60% discount with them. Whereas suppose normally, if as a normal user, normal people, if you go with them, so you have to pay full. But with this kind of game and score and the incentive, you can get it. Similarly, a retail store, if they are selling some kind of product, different products, so what they can do, they can give some kind of rewards of combo offer. They can give some kind of like free with say they are selling 200 grams something, so they can give another free item, buy one get one free kind of coupons for their program. So this is called the extrinsic kind of reward. So extrinsic means whenever I play your game, I get some kind of rewards that I can encash or utilize with some other party, other third party, and outside your brand. So that is called extrinsic kind of reward. Now what is intrinsic reward? Intrinsic reward is means the self satisfaction that is completely within your mind, yours, I mean you within uh, your mental satisfaction. So that means if I play a game and it is brain stimulating, and if I achieve good score, now what will happen? Obviously, I will feel good that okay, I have achieved this. If some puzzles are there, so if I can solve it, so obviously it would be my tendency that I can also share it with my friends, and I can challenge them that okay, try it if you can do it or not. So this is called intrinsic reward. So for intrinsic reward, what you need to do, it must not be too easy or it must not be too hard. So that is the second part. It is called the momentum. So first is the motivation factor. That means I can encash or utilize the reward with some other brands that would be meaningful, that would be feasible, that would be effective for me. So that is called the extrinsic part. And intrinsic part means it will give me the self satisfaction, the kind of pride, kind of honor, kind of self success feeling, kind of happiness feeling. So this is called the intrinsic reward. So first of all, your game must have the extrinsic and the intrinsic part in a balanced way. The second is the momentum should be there. It should not be like very easy kind of labels in the game so that people easily can solve it. So they will get bored. They will get demotivated. Oh, this is, I mean, it's very easy. And if it is too hard, like above average people, only say 1% or 2% people they are cracking it. So most of the cases you will again lose your customers. So it should not be too hard. It should not be too easy. It should be brain stimulating. It should be interesting. So this is called the momentum part. And the third part is the meaningful part. So meaning means whatever rewards, whatever award, whatever uh, tangible or intangible offerings you are giving them. So it should be meaningful with their user, with their intention. Suppose now if somebody, some students, they are coming to our website and they are playing a game. Now usually they are related to kind of studying, and they are interested to learn digital marketing. Now they might be interested for kind of for their own website development or some kind of paid tools they can use. So what we can give, if we can give them kind of 50% discount coupon for suppose DreamHost web hosting, or we can give them kind of free website development theme, or if we can give them a monthly subscription in a subsidized rate for some very good tool, so they will, it will be effective for them. Or if we can give them some kind of discount coupon or career counseling with some other good placement agencies, or if we can tie up with some other companies that okay, the game players who are achieving a certain percentage of score, they can be eligible for kind of interview with your organizations. So this kind of opportunities, if we can give them, so that would be meaningful with their purpose. Now if we give them kind of reward, like if you will get free uh, uh, one one liquor tea packet, or one kind of Boro Plus or Borolin. So it would not help with our kind of audience. So what you need to do, you need to match your rewards with the user intention. Another thing here, sometimes if you give that kind of score, say if you achieve this, you will get say 80 marks, 80 points, 50 points, 70 points. Now what will they do with these points? So you need to relate these points with something tangible. Suppose if you are getting or gathering say 2000 points, you will get some gift, or you will get some voucher, or you will encash it, you can get some kind of cashback. So this kind of rewards, you should add it to your game. So it is called the meaning area. So the M3 model is motivation, momentum, and meaning. Now next we'll move to the next part, the latest industry statistics about the gamification. Now in 2019, if we see the industry segmentation, now you can see the industry. This is called the entertainment industry, and you see the enterprise industry. So these are the two major player here, those who are using this gamification technique for customer acquisition and retention. Now entertainment means they mostly need their branding. Suppose Eros International. So suppose uh, T series. Suppose we go with Coke Studio. So what they can do, they are into purely entertainment part, entertainment segment. Now they can create some kind of mobile app or games where people can play, people can be engaged, and they can share this with their social network. So in a way, they will get more and more referrals. And in a reward program, what they can offer some music CDs, they can offer some kind of reward points, free subscription for 2 months, 3 months, 1 month. They can also win some kind of other gifts like electronic gadgets, USB drive, uh, like they can also give some kind of entertainment related products like headphone, earphones, so or iPod. So this kind of rewards they can give. So entertainment industry and the enterprise. Now enterprise means big corporate houses who are running the loyalty programs, like enterprises like, you can say Nike, you can say there are Domino's. Domino's, we call it in the enterprise sector in that way because uh, they are acting as a corporate houses, so they are also into this gamification segment, almost 25%. And the other areas like media publishers, they are also coming up with a 17%, kind of market share in this gamification. And the other sections like retail, consumer goods, so they are also trying to enter into this gamification segment. Now if you see like the healthcare part, like see, you can see the utility section, government section, telecom, financial, education, they're still far behind, 4%, 1%, 2%. So that means the gamification industry, the gamification strategy, it would be upcoming trend that most of the like industries in coming 5 years, 7 years down the line, they will adopt these strategies. Why they are not adopting these strategies? Because of the technology, because of the lack of resources, proper resources, and it is very new concept in digital marketing, the gamification part. So people are experimenting with this, how it can be more and more useful. So that is why people are gradually shifting towards these things. So that is why I have kept this topic, so that you should have an idea that how this gamification can help to get more and more customers and to retain them. So this is the industry statistics. Now we'll move to the next part, where we will discuss about the gamification strategies. Now we have discussed here four type of strategies. Number one is called the prize or rewards. Second one is the open engagement. Third one is called the timing urgency, and fourth one is competitive leaderboard. Now I will explain one by one what are these strategies are. Now the first strategy is very simple to understand, that whenever somebody will participate to play a game, they will get some kind of prize or rewards. Now these rewards, I have told you, like it can be a kind of virtual score that would be related with kind of cashback or some kind of exchange offers, or kind of you know uh, discount offers. So that is called prize and rewards, but it should adopt your M3 model. That means the meaning, the motivation, the and the momentum part that we have already discussed. So all these four strategies, whatever you take, it should comply with this M3 model. Now coming to the next strategy, open engagement. Now open engagement and timing urgency and competitive leaderboard. Now what are these three strategies? Now open engagement, if you see here, now here you see refer a friend and you get 1,000 favor. Now refer two friends, you will get 2,000 favor. Like this way, they are giving some kind of points. Now with these points, what they can do? Actually, this company, it is actually the game developed by Dropbox. So Dropbox is actually partnered with this gaming agency, and they have defined this game. Now what they are doing with this kind of percent, I mean the points, they can get the Dropbox storage according to their points. So Dropbox, after a certain say 5 GB, or I'm not sure about this, 5 GB or 2 GB, after that, or 1 GB, after that it is a paid service. Now what happened, if you are getting more and more referral points by referring your friends to play this game, to engage with this game, so they are getting a storage upgradation in Dropbox. So that is one kind of engagement and retention strategy by Dropbox. So this is called the open engagement. The next one is called the timing urgency. Now, what is the timing urgency? If you see this banner here, you see last chance to pre-order, 5 hours, 35 minutes, 18 seconds, and our Apple Watch accessories. So they are actually giving you the Apple Watch accessories, and in a obviously discounted rate, discounted price. So this is called the timing urgency. So what we can do, within this time frame, you have to play the game, you have to share it with your friends. So in a way, this company, they will get more and more referral in the short time span, and they will give this to a selected group of customers. So this is called the timing urgency. Now again, some kind of games, if you see, those games, they provide you a kind of we call it a freemium model. free plus premium. Now if you don't pay, now this time frame would be locked for certain period of time. Now what will happen? Now what you can do, you can share it with your friends, or you can watch a video, or you can spend some time with some activities, then only this will be unlocked. So again, this is called a timing urgency kind of strategy you can create with your game. Now the number fourth part is the called competitive leaderboard. Now this is completely intrinsic motivation that we have already earlier discussed. So intrinsic motivation means I can play this game with multiplayer mode with other people. Even I can play it, I can challenge it with, to my friends, and I can play it, and then I can share the leaderboard, the score on Facebook or other social media, where I can show this, that how I have achieved it, and I can challenge other friends here. So in that way, it will give me a self satisfaction, the sense of pride, a sense of achievement. So that is called intrinsic motivation. So in that way, we can strategize our games. So this is the four type of gamification strategy. Now we will move to the next part. So here we will see the types of gamification. Now there are three types of games you can create. First one is the web-based games, second one is the social games, and third one is mobile app-based or mobile games. Now, depending on the on your type of business and the strategy, so you can create these three kinds of games. Now there are two things here. The first one is like you can start with your own mobile app-based game. So in that case, what you need to do, you need technical expertise, you need resources, so that you can create a separate mobile game for your brand. Now, another thing, what you can do, if you don't have that kind of expertise, you can tie up with other companies, other already existing games, and you can include your brand offer, you can include your rewards in a tie-up with that particular game. So many of the companies they are doing this kind of collaboration. So that is mobile app based. Now social based means on Facebook. If you see, there are plenty of games like even like Candy Crush Saga, and there are plenty lot of games. Even the small quizzes. Sometimes you see there are mathematical based quiz questions people share from different fan pages, different brand pages, and many comments are there like the for the answer, correct answer. So people are by default they are engaging with this kind of content. So these are the easier you can build up the social app, social quizzes. And the web based, you can create different quiz set like quiz based uh, games. And it is also, there are plenty of tools, lot of tools are there, so you can create the web based games also. Now coming to the type of gamification by purpose, we can create gamification strategy depending on the social engagement, referral, re-intention or re-engagement, and lead generation and brand recognition. So these are the five areas. So social engagement, I will give you explanation examples of all this type of gamification techniques. Social engagement means my main objective would be more and more people they share it and they engage with my game. So if you see Candy Crush Saga, and there are plenty of other games as well, where you can share your score, you can invite other people, you can get some points, you can unlock levels if you share with your friends. So this is called social engagement part. So referral part is like if you refer to your friends, you get some kind of certain points, and these points, with these points you can also encash or get kind of discount coupons. So this is called the referral program, a referral kind of gamification strategy. Re-intention and re-engagement is kind of customer loyalty applications of games. Like I will give you example. There are loyalty card, loyalty app, mobile apps are there for many companies. So you can play those things. You can answer some kind of surveys or questions. You can uh, draw some pictures. You can share it with people, and in that way you can get discount voucher or invitation or some kind of gift for your next purchase or from the same company. So that is called the re-engagement or re-intention. Sometimes if you see pantaloons, if you see Toyota's Toyota Protect app, so they are also doing the similar kind of things. So you can play You can answer surveys, you can answer quiz, and they select some lucky draws, and you can get some kind of discount in your next service, router service. So this kind of loyalty programs is based on this retention and reinvent technique. Now, kind of lead generation. Most of the cases, people are you see many people, they are interested in kind of time pass things. Like if they don't have work, they do some kind of fun things like what what is my IQ? Check your IQ, do IQ test, free IQ test, free IQ quiz, or you can see kind of free astrology kind of things people search in Google. So what you can do, you can generate lead with this kind of gamification technique. So you can create a IQ test, simple quiz-based game, and at the end of the quiz score, if you want to see this result, just you need to put your email ID. So in a way, you can get this, like kind of generating the leads. Some kind of astrology cases also, if you want to see your yearly prediction. So at the end of the, say suppose 3 or 4, after entering your birthday and all these things, and it will show that the result is generated. But to download the result or to see the result, you share it with your friends, or you just put your email ID, automatic email with the link or PDF would be sent to you. So this is another lead generation technique. So, and the brand recognition is kind of again, it is a mixture of all this, that you play some kind of games, and you share it with your friends. Automatically it will show in your status that I am playing these games with this brand. So it is called kind of brand recognition. Or sometimes in some games there are certain points that if you like in if you see again in Google local. So if you are a Google local user, and if you review different places, if you put your upload picture, suppose you are a traveler, so you are visiting different areas, hill stations, sea beaches, you are staying in different hotels, and as a Google local user, what you can do, you can give the ratings, star ratings. You can upload those images, and Google will give you some kind of points and the badges, that okay, he is a 5-star Google local user, he is a 3-star Google local user, kind of this kind of in many forum also you this kind of badges. So what is this? You can proudly show it to the world that okay, I am level 7 Google local user. So in that way you are actually recognizing the brand Google. So by helping them with your reviews, with your uploaded pictures and photos. So this is kind of gamification techniques, the type. So next we will move to the some examples of the gamification techniques here I will discuss. So Domino's has incorporated one mobile pizza ordering app where you can just check the Android phone. If you don't know what would be your toppings and what are the menu, so automatically it will be displayed randomly on your screen. So this is kind of interesting game they have just they have developed. Another is Pop Chips. They teamed up with an app company that I have already told you that different companies, they sometimes tie up with other mobile game development companies. So similarly, Pop Chips, they teamed up with a company called KIP to offer bags of Pop Chips at prices when players get a certain level in mobile games. So they are offering free chips packet, Pop Chips as prize. So this is another level of kind of gamification strategy. Now this is M&M's I Spy Pretzel Candy gamification technique. What is this? Basically, they have just developed a game, a simple, very simple uh, game with a just a simple design with all the candies, different color candies. Now, from these different color candies, you have to just identify what is a pretzel flavored version of their candy. So there is one or two or three actually pretzel flavored candy. So out of all these candies kept close together, you have to identify, you have to pick up these pretzel flavored candies. So this is just a I Spy, we call it I Spy game. Similarly, you see many in Facebook, on Facebook, and in other social platforms. Sometimes you see your friends, they have shared some kind of quizzes or games that find out from this image how many Caesar there, or what you can see from this image, what I can identify from this image. So this is called I Spy kind of games. It is a social game gamification strategy. Now we'll move to the next examples. Like Starbucks, they have a loyalty app program. So where you can also refer your friends, you can also review their Starbucks shops, and as a loyal customers, you will get points, and with these points, you can again redeem it in a next visit with your Starbucks. So this is called a kind of loyalty game app. Similarly, where Canadian grocery chain No Frills, they have started with uh, a slice of glory mobile game. So that is again, it's kind of brand recognition and social sharing kind of gamification strategy. Similarly, Chipotle love story game, that is also a love story based, a story kind of game where customers, they need to match the real ingredients together, avoiding the use of added colors and flavors. Now, if you're successful, you are doing it correctly, so then you can get a buy one get one free coupon. Similarly, Nike, they have started with a personalized fitness tracking app where whatever activities you are doing wearing the Nike shoes, so they will track your fitness metrics, like uh, the number of kilometers you have run, the movements of your hands and legs. So this way you can get the self satisfaction that okay, I have done this much physical work today, and you can share it with your friends, with your social media platform, that okay, I have done this kind of activities today, so I challenge you, what is your kind of activities, you share it with me. So in that way the brand can get the recognition. Similarly, Audi, they have developed A4 driving challenge. It's simply a driving speed racing game. Now the car models in that game, that was all Audi models were there. So people are getting like kind of familiar with the names, the brand name, and all these different car models. So this is a very good gamification strategy for Audi. So similarly, other companies, they're also trying to come up with this kind of games. Either they are coming up with the car models, like real simulation with the car models. Also they are coming up with some kind of storylines in between these games, that you have, there is a person, say A, standing near, say, cafe coffee day, so they are branding their product, their services in the game itself. So this is also another gamification strategy. Some games you can see in mobile games, you can click the picture, you can just click a button, a picture will be shaped, and then you can share this picture with your social friends, with your Facebook profile. Now in this picture you can see the brand name, or you can see the characters, so that is also recognizing the brand. So this is another gamification strategy. Now we move to the next level. Now there are the certain tools for gamification. So first one is, we call it the quiz builders. This is the simplest form of gamification. Anyone, even without any technical knowledge, you can just search in Google that free quiz builders. So you can get lots of plugins and online platforms where you can build quiz. Now you can design the quiz, and you can implement, embed that on your web page, and then you can share it on social media. You can give ad, or you can do on-page SEO for that particular keyword. Like I have already told you, somebody is searching for free IQ test or horoscope, like yearly horoscope prediction. So this kind of quiz builders you can do. uh, know your inner traits, know your behavior from your zodiac sign. So this kind of quizzes you can build from the quiz builders. Now you can see the scripted, rebrandable, or white label games. There are few companies are there. If you search in Google, you can see the games are already developed. The games are there. Now you can white label these games. Now what is white labeling? White labeling means the characters in the games, there are certain pictures or sceneries in the games, where suppose there is a shop is there, in the shop hoarding nothing is written. Now what you can do with this branded white label games, you can put your brand name in this particular shop hoarding. with this character you can name your character with your brand name. Suppose you have a brand mascot, say name Captain. Now, for Captain, what you can do, you can create a character named Captain in the game and in the hoarding, and you can white label these games. So similarly, there are plenty of scripted rebrandable games you can get from Google, and you can put it there. The third one is we call it the Unity framework. Many of the mobile games you can see, if you at the time of starting loading the game, you see made by Unity. So Unity is actually a mobile game development platform. We call it mobile game development engine. So you can, it is a open source software. You can download it on your computer system, and you can try building games from the template. So there are plenty of other platforms as well where you can get some ready-made templates, like some kind of shooting game. Suppose you are shooting some balloons. So what you can do, you can change the balloons to birds. So these are not a very difficult task, but yes, you somehow you need some technical knowledge about the platform, how you can change these things, and it is little bit time consuming to create a game, uh, useful game, but it is people can do it without that much of technical knowledge. The next one is create social quiz or simple mathematical quiz from fan page. Now, from your fan page, you can curate different mathematical puzzles or word puzzles, and you can share it from your fan page in a unique way. And automatically, if it is interesting, people will share, people will challenge their friends, or you can create some kind of campaign or contest that challenge five of your friends, and you share it, and then you can get some kind of rewards if you can achieve it. So this way companies can get their branding on social media. And the last part is the technical part, uh, where you can create a mobile app. Now with Andromo you can create a mobile app for free, the first one, and it is a drag and drop interface. You don't have to be a techies for that. But yes, if you want to develop a game as a mobile app, obviously you should have some kind of technical knowledge. So sequentially, I have written this gamification tools. If you can search in Google, you will get all this. Uh, Many companies are there who are providing these kind of things. So I'm not, like kind of showing you here right now, searching all these things. So you can do this in as an your do it yourself activity. You can search it in Google, and you can see all this different kind of tools. So this is today's session, that gamification and how this is taking a shape in digital marketing and how this can help you in digital marketing. So now I will uh, keep the question answer session open for 5 minutes. So if you have any question, you can ask me.
No,
Okay.
sir, no questions, sir.
Okay. So everything is clear as well.
Yes, sir.
Okay. How was the session? It's good.
Very good, sir.
Okay. So you got the
It was
input
great, sir.
properly.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Thank
Sir,
you.
okay, sir. Where would I find, sir, these soft copies of your notes, sir?
Soft copies I will share with you in email. Okay.
Okay, because sir, for past two sir sessions, haven't got any soft copies.
No, last two sessions, because these sessions are selectively, recorded and shared with the with our students. So what
Okay,
happens here? The last two sessions, this was a premium content session. So those who
okay,
have
okay,
not attended, or those who have already attended, we have not sent any kind of materials there. But for this session, you will get the PPTs. Okay.
okay, sir.
Okay. And in case if you have any doubts, any questions regarding the last two sessions, so you can just
Yes, sir.
send me a mail. I will answer you. Okay.
Okay, sir. No
Okay.
issue.
Thank you. Thank you guys
Okay,
for
sir.
stopping this today.
Okay, okay, sir. Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Thank you.